What Kimaru does is help retail and supply chain managers to make more effective decisions and improve their productivity using agentic AI.
You were the alumni of the cohort of Alchemist, right? What's the Alchemist cohort?
Oh, it was an excellent experience. So we were class one of Alchemist Japan. Really help craft a clear narrative about what the company is working on, what exactly the industry focus should be, and then give very clear coaching around how to execute that and really accelerate the process. And
Hi, Ivan. Thank you so much for being here. How are you, Ivan?
I'm good. Thanks, Kaori. Thanks for the opportunity to chat.
So finally, I could interview Kimaru.ai. You are CEO.
CRO, so Chief Revenue Officer. Yeah, I'm one of the 3 co-founders.
I see. So Kimaru.ai co-founder Ivan. Our first time, I remember. So last year, I did volunteer for a Takeoff Tokyo conference, and you were there.
Yeah. We we had the opportunity to launch at Takeoff Tokyo. Actually, we just founded the company a year ago, and we were kind of in stealth mode. And then for the event, we came out of stealth mode to start talking about what we were working on. So it was a huge opportunity to be able to pitch at the Takeoff Tokyo launch party event. And then we got a lot of benefit from that. So we'll be attending Takeoff Tokyo again next month, just a few weeks away now, right?
I see. Cool. Okay, let's talk about your company, Kimaru.ai.
Sure. So, like I said, I'm one of the 3 co-founders in Kimaru.ai. What Kimaru does is help retail and supply chain managers to make more effective decisions and improve their productivity using agentic AI, a type of vertical AI which is specific for this industry. And we combine that with decision intelligence, which is a methodology for improved machine learning training using, let's say, very intentional data sets, so it's more efficient. So we call that decision intelligence agents.
I see. So I saw a little bit your website, and then you guys have many articles to explain how Kimaru.ai works, how Kimaru.ai help users making decision, right?
Yes, thanks for checking out the website. It can be a little bit hard to visualize exactly how vertical AI or agentic AI can be used in the workplace, right? So we wrote those articles to help people understand the type of jobs that logistics, supply chain, and retail managers are doing. And it's pretty simple, really. When you see people working day to day, you realize that most of the jobs are about making decisions about where things should go. So inventory management, or like the raw materials to create things, and then the finished materials, which retail channel should they go to? So inventory management is a primary use case. And then very closely connected to that is pricing optimization. Like if you have say fruit or something like that has a short shelf life and could spoil, before it gets close to its end of shelf life, you have to adjust the price. That's called markdown, so that you can clear the stock. And our AI agents help to adjust the markdown price just the right amount so that not too much revenue is lost. Or sometimes if there's a campaign or a special event or something, you can adjust the price up and down according to that event. So that's called essentially pricing optimization. And then the other use case for our AI agents are for demand forecasting. So predictions about where demand is going to come for certain items, and then how you can respond to that demand.
I see. Okay, so super practical.
Yeah, it's really practical, and in fact, it's basically what we're building is like blue collar, kind of factory floor level AI or warehouse manager level AI. And that was by intention. All three co-founders come from very different backgrounds, but we all found the same problem and started talking about it together about 2 years ago. And that problem was that there's a lot of AI that's in market for, let's say, the kind of traditional workhorse AI is like recommendation engines, like, like Netflix movie recommendations or Amazon product recommendations. And we saw that this move towards more infrastructure AI was coming. Our CEO, Sinjin, previously owned a startup that was a consulting company. And through his research, he identified this upcoming market need. And our CTO, Dr. Harish, he spent 25 years working at Panasonic Japan. I think, he was in Osaka, working in the R&D lab there. So he's been generating or building, developing, and patenting AI for the manufacturing sector, and got his PhD in digital humans, which is a way of modeling human interaction with real-world environments. So we all came from this background of manufacturing, supply chain, retail, and like the practical kind of day-to-day workhorse AI is maybe a good way of thinking of that. And a few years ago, I was selling recommendation engines, personalization engines. Yeah, I was country manager or sales director. I helped several scale-up companies enter the Japanese market and build their go-to-market function. And at that time, the AI was mostly for e-commerce. It was all in the digital world. And at the time, I started thinking, well, eventually we're going to be able to apply this to more like blue-collar, day-to-day infrastructure. And that would make for a really very powerful and meaningful startup. And so maybe that would be a good startup idea. Yeah.
Okay, so Ivan, how did you meet your two co-founders?
Through personal introductions. Previously, our CEO, Sinjin, was building a team, building a new department at another organization. And through personal connections, he found Dr. Harish and I and hired us both to work for that previous consulting project or at that previous department. And in my case, it was through a mutual friend who recommended.
Thank you. You were the alumni of the cohort of Alchemist, right? I attended your demo day, right? Yeah. How was the Alchemist cohort?
Oh, it was an excellent experience. So we were class 1 of Alchemist Japan. So that's a JETRO, government backed, and Mitsubishi estate partnered accelerator program. There are several accelerator programs that have been coming to Japan recently and really helping out the startup ecosystem. So Alchemist, Ansler, Techstars, 500 Global, Plug and Play, they all provide a similar function, which is to really help craft a clear narrative about what the company is working on, what exactly the industry focus should be, and then give very clear coaching around how to execute that and really accelerate the process. And it was a very apt name in our case. It really did accelerate us about 10 times faster than where our growth path probably was previously. And it also came with an equity investment, so that helped. And when because we launched just a year ago, and then got into the Alchemist program about 6 months later, we were still bootstrapping at that stage to develop the MVP. And so we were able to accelerate development of the platform and launch our first product, which was Markdown. And now we have inventory management, the second product, which is in a dev sprint right now. Demand forecasting is our third product that's coming soon. So yeah, all thanks to the Alchemist program, we really got a kind of a head start there.
It's amazing. Like before joining accelerator of Alchemist, and then after, you said like 10 times faster. Tell us about the kind of secret.
Well, I think the secret was in the storytelling. So, what an accelerator program helps you to do is to really focus on the story that's going to resonate both with your target customers and with potential investors. And then when you're building a platform like ours, which is relatively deep technology, there are multiple layers of AI interacting with each other. It takes a long time to build that. We can't, build like an MVP version of the product, launch it to a few customers, and get product feedback in short development cycles. It takes quite a few people over a relatively long period of time. Although the development is getting faster by using agentic AI, so that has helped. Actually, all of our processes, as CRO, I run sales and marketing, so. Partly through the Alchemist coaching, we were able to leverage, let's say, best-in-class platforms for accelerating those processes as well. And a huge part of accelerator programs is that you get perks and credits for using these platforms, right? So we've been able to use a lot of really good tech platforms which are now using AI to accelerate those processes, and that helps a lot.
I see. And then, so after graduate Alchemist cohort, what do you think? Your mindset was changed?
Yes, I think so. I had previously done some startups that were smaller scale, either bootstrapped or that I had raised a little bit of angel funding for. And this time, we really intentionally crafted it to be a high-growth, deep tech startup which requires venture capital funding. And we've been able to make good progress. So, of course, Alchemist opened our, what we call the angel round, and then now we are mostly closing our angel bridge round. And we have a lead investor for the seed round, the next round. So it gave us a clear path to accelerate and understand who would be the correct partners, to help us on that journey, right? Previously, I think most of my fundraising was probably done through personal connections, and now with the with the Alchemist program and Jetro's help, we have access to a lot more people, a lot more opportunities to pitch and to be on stage, opportunities like Takeoff Tokyo and Sushi Tech and things like that as well. But that comes by having the, I suppose, trust building. Yeah, trust building is probably the correct word, of the Alchemist and Jetro brand behind us.
I see. Thank you. The 3 key takeaways from a conversation with Ivan, part 1. 1. AI for practical, blue-collar use case. Kimaru.ai focused on solving real-world productivity challenges in retail and supply chain industries using agentic AI and decision intelligence. Unlike many AI startups focusing on digital or recommendation systems, Kimaru targets on-the-ground decision-making like markdown pricing, inventory management, and demand forecasting. 2. Accelerators like Alchemist can 10 times growth. Joining the Alchemist Accelerator helped Kimaru.ai refine their storytelling, fast-track their product development, and access essential network and tools. Even emphasized that Accelerator do more than funding. They gave strategic guidance and credibility that open doors, global investors, and partnership. 3. Japan as a global AI launchpad. Despite being founded by immigrant entrepreneurs, Kimaru.ai chose Japan because of its urgent productivity challenges and pro-AI policy support. The team believes Japan has a late move advantage to leapfrog digital transformation using AI agent, especially to address declining population and efficiency. Okay, thank you so much for watching our episode today. We hope this conversation will help your future and career. If you like it, please subscribe us and give your like. Okay, next episode is the conversation with Ivan part 2. Stay tuned. バイバイ。またね。